Hello, hello. I am Ruby Burrito,
And I'm Astrid.
and welcome to today's video. I actually started making a video this morning. I might be able to put a little bit of it in here, but I was recording probably 4 o'clock this morning, talking about how I was hoping that tomorrow, Tuesday, February 14th, aka Valentine's Day, we would get some news, studio update, something. Well, we got that today, surprisingly enough. So Bram, I can't see what I'm doing. Bram, there we go. Yes, my cat's name is Bram, and yes, he is amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run through the studio update here, and Astrid, if you have any comments, thoughts, just say pause. I'm gonna read through. Just say pause, and we'll talk about whatever it is. Sound good?
That's a sexual buddy.
It is a sexual bunny, yes. So, studio update Guild Wars 2 in 2023. Hello, Guild Wars community. Before our holiday break, we wrapped up 2022 by reflecting on what a fantastic year it was for Guild Wars 2. In the time between that studio update and New Year's Day, Guild Wars 2 and the ArenaNet team earned several end of year awards from Top Gaming Press, including PC Gamer's Best Ongoing Game, MMORPG's Player's Choice MMORPG of the Year, and Massively OP's Best MMO Studio 2 years in a row, Best MMO Expansion, and Best MMO Business Model. Those were some pretty exciting presents to unwrap. Again, a heartfelt thank you to our fantastic community for helping make the last year the success that it was.
You're welcome.
Let's do it again. We closed the December studio update with a promise that we'd be back in early 2023 to talk about our long-term plans for Guild Wars 2. Today, we'll be talking about some big changes we're making to how we develop and deliver new content and features, including our approach to expansions, and we'll share our next development roadmap. This blog is absolutely jam-packed with information, so let's dig in. Defining the problem. Alright, so let's summarize a little bit of this because this is quite a bit of text. Defining the problem. They have a limited amount of people working at ArenaNet, and they want to double down on Guild Wars 2 content, and to do that, they need to make changes. So this is what this is giving an intro to. The last statement is pretty great. There are so many systems in Guild Wars 2 that have good bones, and they can be even better with just a bit of love. So this is their opportunity to come back and actually give more attention to areas of the games that have been lacking, like World v World and PvP. There are devs who definitely love those game modes,
Yeah.
but because of how much effort they have had to put into and how much manpower they've had to put into expansions in Living World, they've been a little bit neglected. So, moving forward, they're going to take a more balanced approach that will allow us to provide more support for popular game modes, like I just said. Make frequent quality of life improvements to core gameplay systems like Professions, deliver new features, and expand Tyria with satisfying immersive story updates. What that means for us. Expansions. If you take away anything from this whole thing, I'm going to zoom in on this word right here. They are committing to a series of expansions right now. And they go on to explain how it's going to be a cycle, expansion cycle. The first release is the launching point for a new story arc. 2 new maps, 2 new strikes, new gameplay and combat features, new masteries, and new rewards. Pretty similar to what we've had, except instead of like 4 maps, we'll be getting 2.
So it's like you're getting like a little piece of the pie every once in a while. They're like, oh, here's some more pie.
Correct.
Here's some more apple pie.
Yes.
Here's some more pumpkin pie.
I'm more of a pecan pie guy myself.
Is it pecan?
I don't know. Everybody says it differently. Pecan. Then we're gonna have quarterly updates, which is similar to the Living World right now. It sounds fewer, but maybe it'll be 1 or 2 fewer. But
it's a quarter of the pie.
Yes, it's a quarter of the pie. We'll add another open world map, additional story chapters, challenge modes for the strike missions, a new fractal dungeon and challenge mode, new rewards, and additions to the new systems introduced in that expansion. Once that expansion story is complete, the next expansion will be just around the corner. So basically, we're getting living world or an expansion every 3 months, and it sounds like it's going to be one expansion a year now.
Getting more of the pie.
More pie all the time. Next chapter, holy cow, next chapter of Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons arrives on February 28th. That is 2 weeks from tomorrow. We get...
What?
They tell us that we have Detective Rama and his hat, of course, a new location in Cantha, and a deadly foe that resides deep within the Jade Sea. So I'm going to do some speculation as to where we could be going in the Jade Sea. This storyline will conclude a few months later with an update that introduces additional playable space to the map, adds meta events and boss encounters, and lays the groundwork for future to be announced adventures. Unlike a Living World release, this is also very important. All owners of Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons will gain access to this content, which means there's no pressure to log in to unlock it, and no gem cost for missed story chapter unlocks. That's huge. That is a completely different model than they've had for all the past Living World seasons.
Well, good, because it's not like if you're gonna limit the pie, you can't give me only the crust and not the stuffing, you know?
You are on this pie kick, and I love it.
I kind of want pie now.
So let's drop down here. It's a high-level look. February 14th, so this is tomorrow. Profession Balance Update, World v World Objective Reward Scaling, which we now have a blog post about, which I will come back to. Chromium Embedded Framework Update, which is the DirectX 11 and Chromium Embedded Framework Update up here. That's behind-the-scenes kind of stuff. February 28th, we get the new story and the Suwon Legendary variant. A month later, March 28th, Super Adventure Festival. They finish the DX11 upgrade in April, on April 18th, and May 2nd, another Profession Balance update. So that's a lot of stuff coming. And before I get into the World v World update, I want to look at this concept art. So this is going to be concept art of the new content. So we have a couple platforms here, right? So we have a platform, and there's kind of a rocky outcrop here that looks like you could come in on. This is very draconic over here, and then over here, it looks either very serpentine or draconic, and I'm getting a lot of ley line vibes from this middle section. What are your takeaways?
That something's gonna defrost in the Jade Sea. Because isn't the Jade Sea like a giant crystal? We're gonna be mining up a dead body.
What? How are we gonna fight the dead body?
I don't know.
Hey, I mean, you never know. There could be some dead body that's important. Like,
just be honest. My idea was stupid.
It's not stupid.
You're stupid.
I'm trying to be supportive.
Stop.
I love you. All right, let's go. Or I'm gonna take us into. I want to take a look at the map of Cantha so that we can take a look at where we could be going.
Divinity's.
Yep, we're going to Divinity's Reach.
Didn't they just say we're going to the Jade Sea?
Correct.
Sitting there like, where are we gonna go?
I know we're going.
Jade Sea.
I know we're going to the Jade Sea.
I know where we're going.
I know we're going to the Jade Sea.
Let's
go take a look at Cantha.
Are we going to the Jade Sea?
The reason.
Are we going to Great Turtle?
The reason why I want to take a look at this is because I want to say I think that up here is a really good spot for them to add a map. Largely because there's...
You want the map out there?
Well, you can see there's some sort of structure here. It looks like little islands in the Jade, something like that. If they're talking deep in the Jade, though, we might end up down here.
Like
because
little people.
Those are guildmates doing Suwon right now. So you end the game, you end the expansion down in the Southern Bluff. You can go to Silent Surf over here and look out across the Jade. It would be very easy for them to put a portal out here and go either this direction or this direction.
Yeah, but Well, I guess you're thinking about portals.
I'm thinking about access ways that make sense. Because, like, if you look at it, Xingye, or Saitung Province on Xingye Island is kind of on its own. And then you get to Kaineng, and then in the corner, you come down to Echovold Wilds, and then you come across.
Well, I think we're going to the 2 places that have names on them.
The Great Turtle Highlands?
Yeah, the Jade Sea.
What about Kirin Peak? I've talked about this before.
Yeah, I think we're going there too.
I would love to go to Kirin Peak.
What? You think we could get those as pets?
Kirin's?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I'd love to. Dude, I can't remember if we have a Raptor Kirin mount. Make fun of me.
You just called me dude.
If I said dude, I did not mean to. Is there a Kirin mount? No. That looks cool.
That's cool. Let's do some online shopping.
No, thank you. So,
you don't like online shopping?
We know that we're going to the Jade Sea. We know that we are underground in caverns. So really, we could be in the mountainous areas, or we could just be in the Jade Sea. So it's a little tough to tell from this concept art.
I just want to say this looks like that place in the new Pokemon.
In the middle of the new Pokemon game?
Like Project.
Down in the cavern or whatever that is?
Yeah, Project Zero, Ground Zero.
Ground Zero, yeah.
Area Zero, I don't know.
Well, that's going to be it for this one. I'm going to come back and we're going to take a look at the World v. World updates that are coming. But for now, we'll see ya in the next one.
Bye!